What do you think? Is this the invasion of the birds? Look at them all. Crazy, huh? Well, we gotta look off in the distance here. Let's zoom in on those. Wow, that is nuts. Let's just keep swinging around. All right, this is Outdoors with Kirk on Rumble. So we're back here at Sunnyhill West Tract. We're gonna hike, this is my second video, so if you want to watch the first video, I just basically made a video about this main trail going down. Now, the last time I was here, I encountered some people way down that trail, and it was late and it was going to get dark, and I was like, where in the hell are they going? And they took a left and they went back in here. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make that video when I get there, and we'll get the sign over here real quick. All right, so here we are with the sign, Sunnyhill Restoration Area, West Tract. I always like to point out that you can bring dogs here, but at least pick up the poop and throw it off of the trail, into the woods or whatever. Too many times, especially when I'm hiking in the dark, it's just a courtesy to people. But so this is what we've done. So we came down the main track here, which goes all the way down to here, which I want to hike someday. But you can see that's a really long hike. But I'm going to come up here, or let's see, I don't know. Let's see, I think I'm coming here and make this left, because I'm wondering if there's a parking area right there. I don't know. But I did want to get the other side of the sign, and if you can watch the previous video, but you can see here's another view of the Sunnyhill area, the Moss Bluff. These are some of the other parts. There's the North Track. We're on the West Track here. I've already made videos, and here's the South. The South Track is, well, I don't know, man. I've tried to hike that, and there's a lot of wild boar back in there, but usually it's just too wet to get through there. Maybe I'll go back since it's been so dry this year. And you can see this was nearly 4,000 acres along the historic Ocklawaha River from County Road 42 to Moss Bluff. Oh, I wanted to also tell you how to get here. You come down 464C, and then you take a right on, I think it's like 113. It's just past the Chernobyl Memorial Park. You make a right, and then you just go all the way down to the stop sign. And I think this is Fisher Road right out here. And so then at the stop sign, of course, you make a right, and then you just come down and look for that Sunnyhill sign. All right, so let's the next video will be way, way down there, and we'll start the hiking video there. All right, so I can't tell you how far down the main road here I hiked, and I'm hiking really slow. Normally I give you a time. I'd say if you're doing about 3-4 miles an hour, you could get here in, well, half hour or less, maybe. I don't know. For me going so slow, I probably took an hour to get here. I think this is the trail that they came off of. But anyway, regardless, we're going to go down here and see where this goes. So I haven't gotten this on the video before. But like I said, it was really dark that night, and I want to see, I hope I'm on the right trail. I want to see if this goes to another parking area. Because that might be, because I like riding the motorcycle a lot of times. And, we could always go to a different spot. It's always good. So anyway, this is kind of what it's looking like. And you can tell it's just a road. But, like I said, don't come back here without bear spray or I would definitely bring a gun, maybe, if you've got your concealed carry license. I don't like bringing guns because they're heavy, and I'm a fat old man with a broken neck. And so the less weight that I carry in my pockets, the better. And that bear spray just doesn't weigh a whole lot. Plus, it'd be just my luck that a ranger would come back in here and see me with a gun, and who knows what violation I'd be doing. I doubt it. I mean, most of the time on this hike, if I ran into somebody, I'd be absolutely shocked. And I'm going to tell you what, not once, ever, except back during COVID, has a ranger ever questioned me or stopped me at any time. And the reason was, back then they had closed, it was so stupid, they had closed this trail that nobody was on. It just goes through the woods. And they said, oh, you can't hike that trail. But there are other trails that were open, so they were being selective in what trails they closed. It was stupid. I mean, that whole thing was just dumber than hell, wasn't it? I feel sorry for the people that got the jab. I mean, I don't know. Some people got it and they didn't have any problems, so good, more power to them, But man, there's been so many cases that are coming out now that, well, anyway, I don't want to get political on this video. I just, anyway, let's enjoy the hike. You can see the scenery. I'll look back at that. There's the sun pretty high in the sky. So hopefully we're gonna go and see if this circles around and comes back to it looks like on the sign that this circles around and goes back to the main trail in some kind of way. So we'll see what happens. If I get something unique, hopefully we'll get some wildlife. The last time I was here in the evening, boy, I tell you, everything comes out. I got a lot of deer on the last video, and I have to move the camera to take it off of the selfie stick here, and then I can zoom in on the animals, and that's working for me. But it's tough because I've got the walking stick right here in one hand and the camera in the other, and juggling everything. And of course, pockets full of keys and everything else. But you can see what's happening. It looks like it might be looping to the right. We'll find out. Well, I'm not much further along, but I wanted to get the view down this tunnel, like a tunnel. This is more like a trail than that main road. So you you are back in the forest, no doubt. I mean, even though I'm way back deep in here, man, you can still hear the motorcycles. I tell you what, people who ride motorcycles, I don't see how they do it, man. I'd go deaf on those things when they're so loud. Mine's got, pretty quiet. Anyway, let's just keep going. All right, a little further along, but it's a nice view right there, huh? With the sun behind me. And then this is what the trail's continuing to look like. But I just wanted to get that view way out there, huh? By the way, there is some water along here, so I imagine there's gators in here too. All right, coming down a ways further, look at this. Here's another trail. Boy, I tell you, you could hike around back here for days and days and days, which we're gonna have to do. But we're gonna just continue straight on this trail, see if we can get at least one trail in. So I wanted to get this on the video and some brush down, because we're making a turn back towards the sun here. So maybe we're gonna be coming around and looping back, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to turn around here in about 40 minutes, because I don't want to be out here in the dark per se. I mean, I don't mind the last mile or so in the dark, but I'd rather get out of these deep forested areas. So even though I got an early start, the problem is I've been sick, so I'm moving really, really slow. But I had to get out. Sometimes you gotta push it, man. I'm sure I'll feel a lot better tomorrow. That's usually the way this works. So we're further down. I thought this was a fire break, but you can see the symbol on the tree. So, and then it looks like a horse trail going that way, or that's a fire break. I mean, that'd be tough hiking there. But this would be a fun trail, it looks like, to hike. And there's only a mark on that tree, so maybe the trail doesn't really go that way. It's just meant to be a fire break. But anyway, this is what it's looking like. Just kind of more of the same. You know what we'll do is on the way back, because that one trail that I showed you was going away from the sun, which means I'll be heading east. So at least I'm going the right direction. And at some point I should be able to get back to the main road. So we'll get that trail on the video on the way back. But like I said, I don't think we're going to get this whole trail in, unfortunately. I really wanted to show you at least one trail. And plus, it always pisses me off when I can't finish a hike and say, okay, the trail dead ends here, or it loops back here. And then you're like, so the next time if you're just doing for exercise, you know what to expect. But anyway, we'll just keep going. Further along, I thought that was the trail for a minute. That's just a fire break. But you can see there's the sun right here. So now looks like we're going to loop back to the main trail. So maybe I won't get that other trail in on the way back, because if this is taking me back to the main road, I mean, it might be a long hike, but as long as I can get on that main road, even if it's dark, I got my headlamp, I can make my way down that main road. I don't want to be back here in the dark. I want to make sure I'm on that main road. So we might get this whole trail in, which would be pretty cool if we do. Because you can see, I think we're going to turn down here, and that will be taking us back to the main hiking road. I just wonder how far it's going to be. You know, we'll see. Well, a bit different look here, but I did want to show you these trees. You see these control burns? This is what we do here in Florida. You know, and I just wanted to show you the black on the trees. So let's keep going. But that is pretty cool with the pine forest over here. Kind of a neat view. Well, this is not good. It's heading back to the west. And there's no way, I mean, I don't know how many miles it is to the river. Now maybe it's going to swing back to the right up here. I guess we'll find out. Or that could be the main road. You never even know. Maybe I made it. Or we made it. But I know one thing, I'm going right. I ain't going left. After being sick, I am just beat. Oh man, am I tired. And I'm not even halfway through the hike yet. Well, we made it. So I'm pretty doggone sure this is the main drag. So I'm just going to start heading on back. Now I'm far enough down the main drag that I haven't seen some of this. So maybe we'll get one or two more clips, and then hopefully we'll see some wildlife. You know, it's just not late enough yet. I mean, they come out in the evening more so, and of course in the early morning. You know, that's why the hunters want to be out there before the sun rises. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get something more on video. Zoom in. Damn, it was a deer right there. I mean, he was real close. Dang nabbit, I couldn't get the camera on in time. Anyway, but look at that. There's another trail that you could do. And I'm just on the way back. So, you know, and back here, I always wondered, why do they sometimes tie a ribbon around a tree? Are they marking that for logging or something? I don't know. But I see that occasionally when I'm out hiking. So, but yeah, there was a deer right there, and I just wanted to show you that trail. See what I mean, man? You could hike around back here for gazillion days, man. So this is not good. That wasn't the main drag. I've come up to here, and I want the sun setting in the west. I'm pretty sure. Dang, I didn't take an azimuth before I came out, so I'm not going to go left. I'm going to go right. Hopefully I'm going the right direction. I'm pretty sure the sun was more or less in our face on the way out, so having it behind me should be the right way. I shouldn't be guiding by the sun. I know I should be pulling out. I mean, the camera has a compass, and you know, I could have shot an azimuth before I got started. You know, sometimes you do stupid things. I don't know. I didn't think I would get to where I would be lost. Dagnabbit. All right, let's see if hopefully we're on the main drag here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. So far, nothing familiar from the main drag. But I did want to give you a hiking tip. And one thing that you can always do when you get lost like I am right now, or maybe, I don't know. You know, if you just start hiking in one direction, you know, so if you kind of know you went out more or less west, you know, so make sure you just take it heading in one direction, go back east. And it doesn't matter if you get back to the spot where you started, you're eventually going to hit a road or civilization or a parking lot or something like that. So, you know, if you're ever lost, just try to, you know, keep taking trails, you know, going in the direction that you want to go if you can. I've gotten lost where the trail wound around. I was going like, oh my God, I took the wrong trail because now I know I'm going the wrong direction, you know, so that does happen. But at least here I know I'm going in one direction. So we'll see. If something familiar pops up, then at least I'll know I'm not lost. See, there's another ribbon on a tree, but unbelievable. This will be the end of this video, hiking video. There's this hole right here, and I don't understand why they don't fill it in, man. You had a vehicle, because they have to bring vehicles in here. That'd be a hell of a, and that's why it's marked with the stick. But, you know, how much dirt would it take to fill that in, right? But anyway, this is a landmark that I know of. So I hope you enjoyed today's hiking video. We'll be back, obviously. There's a lot more trails that we'll get in here at Sunnyhill West. Peace out and stay free. Outdoors with Kirk on Rumble.